Did you know fermenting apples enhances their health benefits? Hi everyone, come along. I'm going to be taking you on a lovely wintry walk and then take you inside and we're going to make some homemade apple cider vinegar. Deer spend a lot of time up here in the winter time, bedding down, as the grass is so rich here. And unfortunately, because they spend time up here, they will nibble on my apple trees, but they're faring okay, even despite that. Winter finds me, and I see its beauty in the cold, the quiet, and the stillness. Looks like the rabbit and the fox are all over this area. Hi, chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Lacey, she checks out underneath that feeder because they drop suet. So she gets suet every now and then. I just love the chickadees. So let's get started making apple cider vinegar. I got inspired by one of my subscribers, Surviving Off Grid. Thanks, Lee, for this inspiration. So if you're curious about homesteading, check out her site. She's very knowledgeable. So I will be washing all of these apples and eventually peeling them because they are not organically grown. So when making apple cider vinegar, the goal is to fill your chosen vessel halfway with apples and the other half with lukewarm water, and then 1 tablespoon of sugar per cup of lukewarm water. The reason you want lukewarm water is to dissolve the sugar, number 1, and then that also facilitates the workings of the beneficial bacteria. In other words, the fermentation process. And using a combination of sweet and tart apples adds to a more balanced flavor for apple cider vinegar. But, you know, if you only have one variety, then just use what you got. So remember, it's 1 tablespoon of sugar per 1 cup of lukewarm water. So it's a good idea just to facilitate the fermentation process, adding some apple cider vinegar to the mix. Not a lot, just a little. And then you're going to cover it with a mesh. And then it has to sit in a warm 70 to 75 degree environment, dark or covered. Meanwhile, I have some extra golden delicious apples, so I'm going to make some fresh applesauce. So we're going to go in for our weekly sauna. I'm going to cook a roasted acorn squash. Oh, every Sunday, my favorite dinner, roasted chicken. I don't know what you guys use for your spices on your chicken, but my go-to is garlic, celery salt, rosemary, sage, thyme, and a hefty dose of turmeric. And I rub it on the chicken and then add a little olive oil. So there, now dinner can cook, and I'm gonna go in and have a sauna with John and then have a nice easy dinner. Routine is an important aspect of our well-being. I grew up watching my grandmother, God bless her. She lived to be 103, and she was very routine oriented. And she made an impression on me. So John and I do a sauna every Sunday. All right, so I've got the apples in their vessels, and now I just have to add the lukewarm water and the sugar. My relationship with food is one of reverence, curiosity, and awe. And I find every time I learn to do something new, builds my repertoire, giving me more insight into the world around me. And I just love it. All right, so now these guys just have to get covered and put in a warm 70 to 75 degree area that's dark. What's nice about the fermenting crock is that I don't have to cover it because the food in the crock is already in a dark place. All right, so it's been about a week since I started the process, stirring it every day. And check out this one. It's got the brown color in the apples, and that's good. And then the bubbles, and that's good also. That means that it's starting to work. Interesting. And these, there's browning in the apples, but there's no bubbles, and it's okay if you don't see the bubbles right away. And then there should be, in a week, there should be like white in the bottom of the jar. So these guys are gonna ferment for another week, and then look forward to another video in regards to the finishing process of the apple cider vinegar. This is a magical time of year. I hope you have a happy holiday, and see you next time. Take care.